And just allow yourself to start to settle into your body. Make any adjustments you need to make at any time to feel you're most comfortable. Know that you are safe here. You're able to relax. And begin to claim this moment just for you. A moment for you to be peaceful, to be comfortable, to explore. As you begin to notice the sounds outside, inside, inside out, or outside in, all of these help you to begin to relax even more. On your next inhale, imagine breathing in relaxation, giving yourself permission to become peaceful, at ease, comfortable. Good. Continuing to breathe at your own pace, naturally, easily. And begin scanning your energy from the top of your head, noticing what you notice in your body. Noticing your heart, noticing any tension or discomfort. And perhaps you choose to send a little bit of love or energy down to those spaces. I'd like you to imagine feeling completely and fully enveloped. Enveloped in a feeling of complete and utter acceptance. Begin to imagine what it would feel like to be 100% okay. Being okay with who you are as a person. Being okay with your mannerisms, your appearance, your ability to communicate, to connect. Like doing a body scan and just seeing 100%, like a battery that is full. And any parts of you that perhaps don't agree or have other ideas of this can begin to come forward now. Perhaps this has an image, might be a time in your life that you recall. Maybe it's a feeling or a shape. You might even choose to give it a specific color. And imagine allowing this part to come forward and begin going through a long list of why you might not be so okay. And this can look any way that you like. Perhaps it's in a book. Perhaps you see it across a monitor, on a tablet, maybe an old-timey scroll. And as you look at the list, you notice the scroll gets longer and deeper, continuing to follow it with your eyes, with your focus. Good. Imagine you follow this long, long list. It goes right out the door, down a corridor, perhaps to an elevator or some stairs. And you're following it down. Perhaps you imagine stepping into an elevator or onto the stairs or even an escalator, following this list, going deeper and deeper down. And the further down you go, despite following this list, you begin to feel more relaxed, like this is more of a joke or a parody, that this list is likely empty. Perhaps there's really nothing truly on it. It's just lines and squiggles. Following this completely invalid list, continuing deeper, deeper down now. And when you come down to the next floor, imagine coming through a doorway, and you finally begin to make it towards the bottom of this list. And wouldn't you know that when you look at this list, it really is just squiggles on a page, lines or ink, perhaps even just empty. And this list really doesn't have any real value anymore. Actually, this list becomes so light that now it begins to curl in on itself. It begins to roll. All of it comes towards you and rolls itself up in a neat little scroll. Perhaps you choose to wrap a ribbon around it or affix a seal. And knowing that this list is empty, that it's full of scribble and nonsense, it feels easy to just let it be bundled up and set it aside. Any parts of you that had a hand in creating this list, any situations, perhaps individuals who cared for you or whom you cared for, who participated in making this list, come forward now. Take a moment to see their faces, recognizing those who need to be recognized, and allowing those you don't recognize to just be. And one by one, they line up as though standing in line at a lemonade stand, waiting for their turn, so that you can begin to communicate with them, that they might share any reasons or thoughts or beliefs about why you are not worthy of love. Or perhaps there are reasons or beliefs that you don't believe you are worthy of love. And someone is just delivering them to you so that now you can begin to see them. You can begin to be aware of these places, these situations, these times, or individuals. Taking in a deep breath, allowing it to be what it is, seeing it in all of its depth. You might imagine like turning on a great big sprinkler. All of these begin to dissolve, to release, to melt. To fold and roll, just like that scroll of paper becoming so damp, it turns to mush in your hands. And so truly, now, there are only reasons why you are acceptable, lovable, and worthy. Allow yourself to rinse away the mush of the scroll from your hands. Perhaps you find a stream or a waterfall. Perhaps you see yourself using a sink, choosing to wash away all of the elements, portions, and parts on this list. Any and all thoughts, beliefs, pains begin to dissolve, to release, and to remove themselves from your being. Soon you feel completely cleared and cleaned of this experience of this list that no longer is. Now, making new choices. Imagine yourself going through a door that leads outside. And it's a beautiful day. It's the perfect temperature. The weather is exactly the way that you like it when you're going for a walk. You might imagine your favorite pair of walking shoes on your feet, feeling comfortable, ready, excited for something new. And as you begin to step forward, each and every step you leave behind, you leave a portion of energy, of thoughts or beliefs that held you down, that prevented you from really feeling and being loved. To include the ways that you love yourself. And so looking out further into the horizon, you can see a dusty road up ahead, some pebbles on the side. As you're walking, feeling the pebbles beneath your feet, feeling the temperature of the air on your skin, through your hair, feeling the sunshine beaming down at you. And the sunshine beams down in a way that fills you with warmth, that brings comfort to your skin, to your spirit, to your soul. And it's remarkable how the sun loves you without needing a reason, without having a list, simply for who you are, as you are, doing the things that you do. The sun chooses to love you and shine upon you, regardless of tasks you've left uncompleted. Chooses to love you and help you grow, gives you vitamin D, simply because you are you. You are a child under the sun. And all children under the sun deserve to be loved, deserve to know that they are accepted, wanted, have value and purpose. And imagine for a moment you can see yourself from the sun's perspective. Notice the warmth that you begin to feel. Feeling so much unconditional love for all of Earth, for each and every being, animal and plant, each and every pebble, and sending love simply because you are. You are love, and love is, and love can be. Coming back to your body, walking on the path, stepping into the horizon, leaving behind all of the thoughts, beliefs, feelings that held you back from being love, from being more loved, from loving yourself even more. And imagine that you've walked so far now that all of the reasons, thoughts, and beliefs begin to empty. And very soon, they'll all have been left behind you, all along the path, along the trail that you've walked, simply being footsteps in the dust. And it feels good to begin anew, to have refreshed energy, to release, resolve, and remove all of these old patterns and energy. Continuing to walk forward into the horizon, noticing a little babbling brook along the side of the road, seeing how the water just flows, and how you can be like the water, flowing in and out of life and places there you need to be, flowing in and out of relationships, flowing more strongly or more softly as you need to. And imagine now that the way that you love yourself is also a brook moving along the rocks. And someone could come along and open up the faucet a little wider so more water comes out into the brook. And as the water begins to rise and move faster and flow quicker, so too are you able to now begin to fully and completely love yourself more for being a child of the universe, for learning and trying your best, and simply for being who you've become. And all of these reasons beginning to add up, beginning to increase. And before long, you have the beginning of a list of why you are worthy, why you are lovable. More and more able to love yourself with compassion, with kindness, with respect. Learning to love yourself just as much or even more than you love anyone else. Because the more you are able to receive, the more you are able to give, the more you are able to balance in love. The more you love yourself, the more love you can receive, and the more capacity you have for being more loving with others. Coming back to your footsteps on the road, making new footsteps, feeling the sun, hearing the water, looking ahead to a forest. And in the distance you can hear chimes ringing. Perhaps they're soft bells, maybe some kind of Indian flute. And allow yourself to be curious about the sound, feeling excited for new and different energy coming into your life, and feeling comfortable with allowing what needs to go to simply make its way out gently, easily, with your respect for yourself fully intact. Other people's opinions, thoughts, or beliefs simply have no bearing on who you are, on your value, your worth, or your ability to love and to be loved. And it feels good to know that you aren't defined by others. Instead, you are defined by how you feel about yourself. Continuing to follow the sounds into the woods, you begin to notice a distant light, and the sun is beginning to set. And you know that it's going to be getting dark very soon. And so one foot in front of the other, walking into the forest, feeling the forest loam under your feet, going towards the sounds of the chimes, towards the light, feeling lighter and lighter, releasing more and more those old past hurts, hurts that may have been caused by other people or caused by the way you believed you were when you were misinformed. Passing through the trees, the light is growing bigger and brighter. And you see a wonderful wooden cabin, and there's a little bit of smoke coming up from the chimney, and you know that it'll be warm. As you begin to enter towards the door, you notice that you aren't alone. Here sits a version of your higher self to greet you. The higher self that knows you for each and every thought, word, deed, and cell in your body. The higher self that knows all of your joys, all of your sadness, all of your pains, all of your dreams. And it welcomes you into this little sanctuary, this little wooden retreat. And wouldn't you know that this higher self has been waiting for you? There is a beautiful ceramic tub in the center of a large room, and you can see the water, a little bit of steam rising, and you know that it's going to be warm and soothing. And so you step off to the side and begin to enjoy this tub. Stepping in safely, carefully, comfortably, feeling the warmth of the water, taking in the aroma of a magic blend of oils and herbs. This is a sanctifying, special ritual bath just for you. And as you step in, you have the awareness that you can wash away all of those old beliefs, misinformation, opinions that you've made about yourself or that others have made about you. And feeling the excitement of a small child in a large bubble bath, you begin to release, to resolve, to remove all of the old patterns, challenges, perspectives. Some of them are so old and outdated. And now you would like to have change. You would like to have new beliefs, new perspectives, and new feelings about yourself. And yourself when you're in love. Creating greater intimacy inside and outside, outside in and inside out. 360 degrees, you are enveloped in this new ability to make change, to have more optimism and joyfulness, to have more respect for yourself and for others, because you now are beginning to respect yourself more. And when you respect yourself more, what's outside is inside and what's inside is out. Others begin to respect you more too. And the more you feel respected by others, the more you are able to respect them. And it feels easy and natural to begin to flow in this way. Enjoying the warmth, the comfort, the peace of this little sanctuary in the woods. Soon your higher self comes to offer you a little bit of tea. Caring for you the way you would a small child, with innocence, with respect and dignity, with love. Learning now that it is okay and so important to nourish yourself and to accept nourishment from others. And that when you are nourished, you then have more to give and share and receive. Flowing with nourishment. Nourishment comes in, nourishment goes out, and so it continues. And nourishment can be many things. It could be choosing to feed yourself spiritually. It could mean you are tending to your biology with your nutrition. It could mean that you nourish yourself with community, family, friends, and loved ones who feel wholesome and are nourishing to be around. Nourishing yourself could mean that those things that upset you, you simply begin to distance from. Those things that feel disrespectful, you begin to push away. Any and all things that are unable to nourish you, you begin to release. It becomes easy to flow towards the things that bring you joy, that bring you nourishment, that help you feel whole and help you feel loved. And as you sit and enjoy the tea in the tub, watching the bubbles drift around, you realize that you are becoming clear, pure, sanctified in your being. That those lower energy patterns, density, vibrations, and beliefs have all melted away into the water, down towards the bottom of the tub, and through the drain. And soon you've had enough of the tub, and you're ready to step out, finding the perfect, most soft and luxurious towel. You wrap yourself in warmth. And when you wrap yourself in warmth, it means also creating the perfect amount of boundaries in each relationship, to include relationship to yourself. You are now beginning to love and respect yourself more. And that means having some accountability with yourself, respecting your own boundaries, and being able to advocate your boundaries easily, comfortably, well. And it feels good to begin to advocate. And the more you advocate for yourself, the more others begin to see this new change in you. And some of them may wish to change and advocate for themselves more too, because it's so inspiring to see how you care for yourself now, inside and outside, outside and in. And from head to toe, you now fully are beginning to know what it feels like to love you, just for who you are, simply because you are. Of all of the miracles in the world that have taken place, so are you. And as you begin to step forward from the tub, wrapped in this wonderful warm towel, your higher self points you towards a large standing mirror. Begin to approach this mirror, and as you do, you begin to see yourself. And things are beginning to look different. You see yourself the way the universe sees a flower. You see yourself for your miraculous, wonderful, unique existence. And it feels so good to have a new perspective, to have a new belief that you are worthy, that you are wonderful. And because you are wonderful and worthy, it now becomes easier to love yourself fully and completely, to love others from a more wholesome and respectful place, and to be loved by others more wholly and fully. Continue looking into the mirror. You begin to look into the eyes looking back at you. And you see a person who's experienced pain and perhaps suffering in the past. You see a person who has had challenges with fully loving themselves because they didn't have the same perspective. And so take this moment to connect. You might hear yourself saying, "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you." Meaning it fully and completely, repeating it over and over like a mantra. I'm sorry for the mistakes that I've made, for the hurt that I've caused. Please forgive me. If I had known better, I would have chosen differently. Thank you for understanding that I am only human, and that mistakes are the way that we learn. I love you for continuing to try to do your best and for showing up as the wonderful person and miracle that you are. Taking in each word and learning to see yourself with new eyes. As you begin to turn away from the mirror, you feel brand new. You feel a change, a shift. And all of those times, people, places, situations that you had allowed your boundaries to be broken, to be taken advantage of, or that you were hurt, or perhaps that you even broke your own heart, simply become disconnected and distant now. all of these are in the past. And they're in the past in a place where they're good to be kept. They are safe and now completely separate from your ability to love yourself, others, and to receive love from others. Now, with a childlike sense of wonder and excitement, begin to imagine how it will feel to be fully and completely accepted and loved. Becoming aware of what it looks like. Noticing how it feels. And perhaps you have people who love you dearly and sincerely already. And that old perspective may have been in the way from you being able to see it, to be able to feel it or receive it. And now that's gone. And so now, when someone offers you a compliment from their heart, or they witness something beautiful in your character, in your soul, you can feel, see, hear, and know the love, the genuine care and appreciation. And it feels good to do that. It feels good to see, hear, feel, and know how loved and valued you are. And so you may even begin to start verbally valuing yourself each and every day. Noticing how strong and resilient you are, how kind and gentle. What wonderful humor you have. Perhaps other outstanding characteristics that make you you and make you even more lovable. And this new perspective helps you to see others who are truly lovable as well. Those who offer respect, kindness, generosity, and are genuine in their love for you will seem to shine a little brighter, will seem to catch your attention just a little more, and you'll be drawn to the genuineness of their character, of their actions, their words, their gifts, and their soul. It'll be natural, easy, and gentle. Taking in the room around you in this wooden retreat, noticing the natural aromas, feeling the contentment that is beginning to brew within you. The contentment, the peace, and the self-acceptance. It feels so good to forgive fully and completely any past mistakes, any and all humanness, and instead choosing to have compassion now. Because making a mistake or disappointing a person or someone giving you their opinion has no bearing on your soul, on your worth, your value, or your level of deservingness of love. And so now you're able to fully love yourself completely and fully. And as you love yourself, others will begin to love you too. And those who are genuine, you'll easily come to a place where you can love and accept and have compassion back in respected and boundaried ways, ways that nourish your spirit, your heart, your being. Deciding now to walk to a tall wooden closet, opening a door, you choose to find a beautiful outfit, something that will make you feel confident, really bring out your eyes to celebrate the specialness within you. Choosing now to nourish yourself with beautiful fabrics in the way that you dress and care for your body. And when you love yourself in this way, it shows, and other people can begin to see that love manifesting in your life. And perhaps there will be some who will want to celebrate this with you, offering even more love, even more nourishment, even more respect and boundaries in the way they communicate and care for you. And it begins to feel easy, just like flowing, just like water. Able to be flowing and fast or calm and still. All of these are perfect. And you are able to flow in love, with love, and through respect of love more easily now. As you begin to wear this beautiful new outfit, feeling how good it feels to really see yourself, to love and accept yourself, having forgiven and being able to have compassion moving forward. What a wonderful new perspective to have. Remembering you are a magical manifestation of this universe. Miraculous, lovable, and whole. Stepping out of the big wooden room now, you come to your higher self for a conversation, thanking them for their patience, their guidance, their insight, for having prepared a healing space for you, and to have helped you change your mind, change your perspective, and begin to change your behaviors and ideas about love, about the ways you love yourself, about the ways you love others, and of the ways that you allow yourself to be loved by others, coming to a more abundant, joyful expression of love all around. Good. And now, if you desire to ask your higher self what it looks like for you to step forward with more love, you can. Perhaps you hear your higher self making suggestions, or you see yourself doing new activities, behaviors, making new choices to support your brand new beliefs. Remember each and every bit of insight coming from your higher self now. And as you look outside, you can see the birds swooping and flying through the trees, and you notice that it's already daylight. You've stayed the whole night in this wooden healing retreat of higher self. And although you've enjoyed your stay, you've done some wonderful healing, it's now time to move on. Taking your wonderful new outfit, feeling sanctified, clear, worthy, and harmonious, you begin to leave, thanking the higher self for all they've done, for their insights, and stepping hopefully out and through the door. The door that you've opened to love. And as you step on the path, because you are more loving to yourself, you now see a world that is more loving to you. Notice how the path has changed. Perhaps it's become more smooth, more easy and enjoyable to walk. And each step you take now leads towards a path of more acceptance, more love, more respect, healthier boundaries, able to give and receive love in a balanced, more intimate, gratifying way than ever before. Remembering the way it felt when you had the sunshine on your face, receiving love from the universe and feeling it again, 2 times stronger, 3 times stronger, 5 times stronger, 10 times stronger, allowing it to fill you up, becoming an embodiment of love inside, outside, outside in, and inside out. And so now you are being love. And because you are being love, your worth is never a question. You just are, it just is, and you can receive it now simply and easily. Feeling yourself becoming more balanced, embodied, hopeful, and uplifted. Thinking about how you will feel tomorrow, knowing how much you've changed in this time. And perhaps tomorrow when you awake, you'll take more time to nourish and care for yourself, dressing yourself up beautifully, taking care of yourself with comforting materials. Perhaps you create new habits from the insights that you've learned, so that you can step out into the world and be love. Because when you are being love, you're able to receive even more. And love just flows in and out, just like the water. And you do that really well now. With each footstep moving forward on the path, seeing the world a little different, a little changed, a little warmer, a little more compassionate, a little more accepting and kind. And this is a reflection of who you've become inside. Embracing all of the ways now that you are love, that you can be love, and that you are receiving love. And allow this to continue to integrate into your life, into your being, into your energy for your highest and best good. And over the next 2 weeks, you'll continue to shift, to grow, to heal, to be love, to love yourself, value yourself, and to have better boundaries. And all of these will feel so empowering and harmonious and compassionate. Imagining now that your whole being is illuminated by love. Each and every cell of your being begins to radiate at a higher frequency. And when we radiate at a high frequency, density simply can't stick. It falls away. It moves in a different direction, and we simply let go. And so allowing your cells, your energy, your whole system and being to become a higher vibrational frequency. The way that the sun loved you and shared warmth is the way each and every one of your cells will vibrate and continue to heal over the next 2 weeks. Slowly, gently coming back to your body here and now, feeling yourself, feeling refreshed, brand new. Perhaps you begin to let a smile creep across your face, knowing how you've healed and changed and have stepped into being love. All systems, chakras, auras cleared, balanced, aligned, centered, and grounded. When you begin to wake, you're going to feel fully and completely refreshed, ready to enjoy your evening in the most loving way possible. Feeling your fingers and toes, have a good stretch like you do first thing in the morning, bringing life and energy into your body. And when you feel comfortable, beginning to open your eyes.